What's up, guys? So in case you missed it, over the weekend we got our first look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the latest and final DLC character for this season of Dragon Ball FighterZ DLC. Shoutouts to Damascus, Tyrant, and Apology Man. I feel like they do a really amazing job with these streams. They lay it all out on the line, and shoutouts to Bandai Namco as well for just this level of transparency and going in depth with the stuff that the hardcore players really care about. You don't see stuff like this for a lot of games, especially games coming from Japan. They tend to be a little more closed off in terms of revealing this level of info, so I really appreciate that they did all this. But let's talk a little bit about Gogeta himself. I was pleasantly surprised, I would say. I was kind of anticipating, he's going to be like another fan favorite character, another fusion character, another Goku slash Vegeta. We've got a lot of characters like that. I kind of expected maybe he would just be like generically powerful, like UI Goku or something. Just good everything and like not that interesting or unique, but it's not true at all, really. He's like actually really unique. He does seem to have some overt weaknesses, which, is interesting. He has a 2L that doesn't hit low. I believe they said he doesn't have an air launcher. I could be wrong about that, but I believe he cannot launch you once you're already in the air. His 2M is kind of slow as well, so there is a little bit of jankiness and difficulty, but to make up for that, he has some very, very unique and very seemingly powerful options. So I would say instead of being like a UI Goku, he reminds me of closer to like a base Goku, where like he's really, really powerful at certain things, but you kind of have to work a little bit harder with not every option is really powerful. You have to take advantage of their strengths and maybe even build a team around taking advantage of that character's strengths, which honestly I really like. I really like characters like that where there's kind of a challenge involved with, how am I going to pick characters that best support them, as opposed to characters where it's just like throw them on any team and they'll automatically be good. I'm a little more interested in the ones that you have to think a little bit harder about. But let's get into some of those really unique options here and talk about them. So the first thing he has here is he has a level up system. He has this kind of taunt move that he can do, and you can see on the left it'll say level 1, level 2. It goes up to level 7, just like Adult Gohan. So you can try to sneak this move whenever you can, and get the levels up. You can do it like mid-combo. You can do like 5H, do the taunt, and then cancel it into Vanish, and you still get the level. And then, as far as I know, this doesn't do anything except when you get to level 7. If you have level 7 and you do his level 3 super, it always kills. From what they were saying, there is no situation where level 3 will not kill if you're at level 7. No matter what combo you do, you can do the most scaled, both assists, sparking, super scaled combo, but if you end it with level 3 when you're at level 7 power-up, they just die. So that's pretty crazy. Note, you can only do it once, like it resets your levels, so you have to get back up to level 7 again. It's not like you can get to level 7 and then kill all 3 other characters. But man, that is really, really cool. There's not really anything like this in the game. I love stuff like that. I love this little mini game that a character has to play that no one else in the game is really thinking about this. I thought it would be cool if Adult Gohan were actually like this, but in practice, Adult Gohan doesn't play like this at all. He just goes to level 1 and then he's good to go. He doesn't need anything else for the rest of the game, really. But this is a really cool mechanic. I love it. And also, he has an assist similar to base Goku B assist, where he builds meter and charges up lend me your energy. He has an assist where he does this and it builds a little bit of meter and it gives him 1 level, but note, the assist cannot get you all the way to level 7. It can only get you to level 5. But yeah, that's really, really cool. I think it's going to be fun to build teams around this. It's going to be fun to try to hit people with the disrespectful TOD in the real matches. I absolutely love it. But he's got another really cool mechanic as well. So this is kind of Gogeta's Dragon Punch. It's a 2-2-S motion. I believe it does have invincibility, they said. And you can see it gives you a Dragon Ball. Every time you use this, you get a Dragon Ball. On hit, on block, on whiff, you always get a Dragon Ball. And they come in a set order. It's not random or anything. They come in a set order that's like determined by the lore of GT, which I haven't seen, but Yeah, so this is another thing where, like, you can sneak this in. You can take advantage of it just being a DP. You know, you can use it when you're on defense, get people off you, vanish, combo off it, and you just get a bunch of Dragon Balls. So I think the Dragon Balls are a cool mechanic that you don't think about that often when you're playing this game. It very rarely comes up that you can actually use them. But I like the idea of a character who's getting extra Dragon Balls, who's going to summon Shenron. I think that's really cool. So I don't know if you're going to be like splitting your attention too much. Like, oh, you want to get to level 7 so that you can use the TOD with the level 3. But at the same time, you want to build up all the Dragon Balls. That's the one thing that worries me is, like, are you going to have to hard commit to one or the other? Because it seems like it's going to be really hard to get both of these resources maxed out, and you need 7 meters to activate Shenron, so, like, you're not going to have the 3 meters to use your level 3, so I don't know. But I think the Dragon Ball thing is really cool. By the way, this is his command throw that's happening behind me. I think this move is really cool, too. Kind of like, I guess, like a UI Goku command throw, except it doesn't go full screen. It just reaches like a little bit in front of him, you know, maybe like 1 or 2 character lengths, and you can combo off it. So that move's pretty cool as well. But yeah, that's pretty neat. And he has one more interesting gimmick as well that no other character has. And that is, he has a double air dash. So he can just air dash twice, I guess. Which is neat. I mean, that opens up a lot of stuff, right? First of all, this will be useful for getting in against characters like Frieza, who want to keep you out with projectiles. Just double air dash over it, and obviously it's a lot safer than super dashing because you can block out of air dash. So, yeah, that seems good. Obviously good for mix-ups as well. You can do like fake cross-ups where you go back to the other side. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can do air dash over them and then delay air dash back, so you end up on the back. Or if you do the air dash back early, you end up on the front. So the potential of this does seem very strong. It does seem like, since he doesn't have a low-hitting 2L, maybe they wanted to give him some mix-up potential otherwise, you know? Maybe he's more of a left-right character than a high-low character. But yeah, I think that's pretty neat. I played a lot of Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and that was a game where every character could just air dash twice to get across the screen. And the potential of, like, dash in, air dash back, air dash forward, stuff like that. You can make your neutral really, really unpredictable and make yourself hard to anti-air and all kinds of stuff like that. So there's a lot of potential with the double air dash, and I think there's a lot of potential for Gogeta as well. So I'm really glad that they didn't go the route of, you know, just give him everything. Just give him every trick in the book. They didn't really do that. Instead, they gave him a limited number of things that only he can do, which I think is way more fun, way more interesting, so I'm definitely planning on trying to build some teams around him. Oh yeah, by the way, he also has a dramatic finish. I'll show you guys that real quick. So yeah, his dramatic finish is, I think it's with regular Gogeta, or with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Looks pretty sick. Looks pretty cool, guys. So I think, you know, if you guys want to have some fun on day 1 when this character comes out, maybe pick regular Gogeta and try to get matched up with people playing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and see if you can pull off the dramatic finish. I don't know. So yeah, they have announced that March 12th is going to be the release date for the general public, but if you buy the season pass, you are going to get it 2 days early on the 10th, the day after tomorrow, guys. This is so soon. This is all happening so fast. And that's not the only thing that's happening. We're also getting a pretty decent balance patch here. Not a lot of characters are changing, but let's run through them. Okay, so right here, this is the big one. This is the biggie. UI Goku, he is eating some dirt in this patch, man. Greatly increased recovery on crouching heavy attacks, so now this is much, much more punishable by every character. You can pretty much just dash up 5L, get whatever punish you want. Unrestrained Will, which is his unique wake-up option, this is very nerfed as well. It's going to be way, way easier to react with an anti-air 2H if he does this on wake-up. I believe they said 10 frames more of startup, which is quite a lot, and it's more punishable on block, just to add insult to injury here. Embodied Light, which is his 214H, the backflip where he shoots some shimmering light at you. Reduced range on the ground, so I guess the idea is it's going to be worse as a reversal now. You can't just mash it during block strings and get a full combo. Godly Strike, which is the thing where he flips and then he does the two-handed punch that's plus on block. Increased damage scaling on hit. So now you're not going to get a huge combo that does 100% on you when you get hit by this move that's also plus on block. His A assist, oh my god, this is nerfed. And not even just the assist, but also the move itself. So this is his DP where the vertical light comes out of him. Only invincible to jumping attacks, not a true DP anymore. That is an absolutely massive nerf. That might be the biggest nerf on this list, to be honest. Going from having an invincible DP to just not having one. And I mean, it makes sense, right? Why does he need an invincible DP when he already has an invincible move that he can use as a reversal? I don't know, but yeah, huge nerf to his assist. Huge nerf to him as a character as well. And then accelerating battle spirit is just his level 1, I think. They made it easier to punish on block. That one doesn't really matter, but wow. They took UI's legs out from under him. I mean, I definitely think he'll still be good. His A assist, like, honestly, is still pretty useful, even if it's not invincible. And he still has the 5L of the gods, and he still has really good counters. So I definitely don't think he's going to be, like... I think he'll probably definitely be in, like, the top half of the cast, maybe even top 10. But he's definitely not going to be number 1 anymore. I have a pretty strong feeling that that's going to be Z Broly. Spoilers, Z Broly did not get nerfed in this upcoming patch. Someone else who did get nerfed, though, is Kid Buu. I mean, all they did was reduce the damage for his supers when you do them at the end of combos. It seems minor, but it might matter. It might matter. We'll have to see. Huge nerfs to GT Goku A assist. I do think that this was probably the best assist in the game. But now it's getting nerfed a lot. It's got longer startup, like significantly longer. I think they said 8 frames longer startup and way less blocks done on block. So, like, I guess this is merited. The assist was really ridiculous. I always called it, like, the win neutral button. It just wins you neutral when you call it. But, man, they are really knocking this assist down a peg. Android 21, they're adjusting the damage scaling on Z assist. Fine. Beerus as well, like, none of these really matter. These are mostly just like bug fixes. And then Super Baby, so they adjusted the medium version of, I guess this is his 236 attack. They adjusted it so that you can tell the difference between the medium and light version better, I guess. Don't know if that's gonna matter. And then I believe this interceptor kick, this is his dive kick down light. And I don't think that this change really matters at all. I think this is more of just like a really specific bug fix that no one's ever going to notice. So really, UI Goku, huge amount of nerfs. GT Goku, his assist is the only thing that got nerfed, but it's a really big nerf. And then Kid Buu, super damage nerfs. That's the main thing that's happening in the patch, and I think people will be happy that the greatest villain in the game right now, UI Goku, is really being taken down a few pegs. But, you know, it would have been nice to see some buffs for the underused characters, the Nappas, the Goku Blacks, maybe even like Super Saiyan Goku. It would be nice, but maybe that's the kind of thing that they're going to sneak in when we get the next season. They tend to do their biggest balance patches at the start of the season so they don't mess with the competitive play later on. That is, if we even get a next season. I'm kind of seeing a lot of doom and gloom on Twitter. People are saying that Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to die. Arc System Works is only going to support Guilty Gear from now on. I mean, I don't think they're going to just let it die altogether. This is a very, very valuable game. This game sold 6 million copies. They're not never going to make more content, but it might be the end of this version of the game. We might have to wait for Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 or Dragon Ball FighterZ, you know, Super Saiyan 5 edition or whatever. We might have to wait. But, you know, maybe then we can get a new version of the game that maybe will have rollback or something. That's what we gotta hope. So that seems to be the direction they're going. It doesn't seem like we're going to get another season of DLC. Which, on the one hand, it's a bummer. I want to see this game keep being supported and people, you know, keep competing and stay interested. But if that's what it takes for us to get a new version with some of the long-time stuff we've needed, like rollback, obviously, but also stuff like maybe improved single-player content, more stages, stuff like that, that would be really nice as well. So even if we have to wait a year or two, I'm totally down if it means that we get a new version of the game. But let me know what you think down in the comments. You think we're going to get more? Are you excited for Gogeta? Are you excited for the UI Goku nerfs? Please let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. And do me a big favor and hit the sub button. Guys, less than 30% of you watching this video are subbed right now. And that's shameful. Hit the button. It costs $0. And it helps out my channel a lot. It gets the video shown to more people. And you won't miss when I upload new stuff, which I do pretty much 5 days a week. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.